So we're here at Harriman State Park. It's kind of nice out here. I'm standing in front of a bathroom. The sky is blue. Look. It's low-key a beautiful day out, and we're gonna go hike. I'm gonna take some pictures with my camera. It's gonna be fun. I'll see you in a bit.
I am waiting for a bus at the end of the night under street lamp, bent face flame by the light. I'm going away. I'm going away. I'm going away. And the sun gonna shine on a brand new day. Must be some.
I remember one time I saw this post by this girl, and she was saying 14 questions to ask about why you're not okay. I think the most 5 important questions are: have you gone outside enough? Have you drank enough? Have you slept enough? Have you eaten enough? I think that's the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Technically it isn't, but at the same time, those are all the things that are gonna fill in the top bars, right? Going outside, it does make you feel more loved, more connected, safer. Seeing people's faces in real life. Of course, having people around you that outwardly express their love to you helps a lot. But at the same time, those things only come about when you have gone outside, when you have become the person that eats, sleeps, drinks, and eats enough. When you are that person, you become instantly attractive, and you become more than 90% of people in that sense, in the sense of taking care of yourself. Have you gone on a walk today? Have you moved enough? Right? It's not only about going outside, it's also about moving enough. Is your body aching with energy at night? Is that why you can't sleep? If your next reaction is, I have put my phone away 30 minutes before bed, why can I still not sleep? Have you answered all 5 of those questions? Is there something intuitively in you that knows what's wrong, that you can't sleep? Today's hike ended up being like 6 hours long in general. We left at 10:30 and we got back at 7, and we were driving an hour away to go from the beginning of the forest to the same spot. And my Apple Watch went crazy. I have like over 1,000 calories burned today. But I woke up in a horrible mood, and I came back feeling refreshed, feeling ready to shower, ready to work, ready to edit this video, ready not to go to bed at 3 in the morning tomorrow because I have to be up tomorrow, and you'll see why. Wait, it's really nice out. Let me show you. I know I'm gonna miss this moment in months, in weeks even, where it was warm and I had few worries and I was doing my 70-day challenge and I was stressed, but life was good. I know I'm gonna miss this moment with the sun shining in my eyes, sitting on my rooftop, talking about life. Is there anything I would do differently now, knowing that I'm gonna appreciate this moment later? I also have no idea what time it is. About 7:30 maybe? Naturally, I miss the other parts of my life right now, the ones that aren't where I am now, and the ones where when I am there, I'll miss this one. Every year, I'm aware that in winter I will wish for the summer, and in summer I will wish for the winter, and every year it still happens to me. Honestly, except for this summer, I had a really brutal winter up in Montreal, and so I'm really happy that I am in the summer now, that it's hot. I'm happy to sweat, I'm happy to bike everywhere, I'm happy that I don't have to think about snow for a couple more months. But it's all about the baseline. It's all about the eating, the sleeping, the drinking, the moving. If you're not happy, winter depression is about not seeing enough sun, about not seeing enough nature, about not moving enough because it's too cold outside, about not seeing your friends because you can't just move each other as much. No wonder we're more sad in winter, right? It's not that all problems are caused by that, but in general, so many can be traced back to some lack of that until those things are reasonably perfect, and by that I mean that they're perfect to a level which it's diminishing returns and really hard to get a little better, then there's improvement to be done in your baseline before focusing on your actual problem at hand. Because it's very possible that your problem at hand either is overblown, or you're only considering it to be a problem because you're missing this baseline, or even then that it would be solved by moving the baseline. You know, we give kids phones and then they spend 5 hours a day on their phones not looking at real human beings not connecting with real human beings, but feeling like it. This world, this digital age or whatever, is like a world of hollowness, right? We have all of the shells, we have all of the things that look like we're doing what we're doing, we have all of the performatism, but we don't actually like to do the thing. Obviously, the work is harder to do than just saying that you did the work. But what's the point? This is so silly, but really, what's the point? Doesn't it feel so much better to live in reality than to live in some twisted performative reality where you're showing people that you're something that you're not? Wouldn't it be better to actually connect with people in a way that makes you seem real and not in some way above them? And I know it's really hard to avoid not being above people in some way, because when you portray yourself enough online and you become famous and whatever, and this has been a problem with celebrities forever, but in general, isn't it better to connect with real people? There's a video on my channel back in the day where I'm wearing this exact shirt actually. It was the first day with 10 degrees in Montreal, so it was relatively warm. And the reason why it split in two, because I refused at the time, and I don't know if I still do, to edit my rant videos. The ones about philosophy, the ones where I make a point and I just talk. I refused to edit those. And so some guy came up to me. It was like midnight 30. On a weeknight maybe, I'm not really sure, but he came up to me and he was like, hey, can we sit and talk? And we talked for like half an hour, 40 minutes about life, about love, about religion. It was fun. It was a crazy experience. How many times does that happen to you? How many times are you gonna be that guy for somebody else? Or have that happen to you, put yourself in the right spot to have that happen to you? Because I think maybe the best thing we can do for ourselves is to set a really high baseline of the eating, of the drinking, of the sleeping, of the moving. And thus, when we're lacking that, we find ways to get there or near it. And your happiness baseline is suddenly really increased. Might not be perfect, and you're never gonna have only happy days, but you'll have significantly more than when your baseline isn't met. And of course, it's a luxury, it's a privilege to be able to have that baseline, to be able to have enough time and money and eat the right food, to eat, drink, and sleep properly, and etc. But I think we can all do a little bit better. I think we're not fully making the best out of our resources that we do have, and then we start complaining about the ones that we don't. And I think it's not that we're not actually missing those things that we're complaining about, but it's that maybe the right fight, but maybe the first fight is the one against your phone, is the one against your sleep schedule, is the one against your lack of drinking water, against your against your too much eating fast food, right? All of these things impact you, I think, more than we think. And I think the norm is too high in these disproportionately harmful behaviors that end up reducing our mobility and health. Anyway, I've peppered in some hike footage throughout this speech so you guys can appreciate the outdoors that I was in case you weren't in them today. But apart from that, that's my video for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good one.
You never take me to Bangladesh. You never cook me sausage on an open flame. Never anoint me with oil. Never write me a novel. You never poison the mojitos of my enemies.